Look at the view. Beautiful. The clouds, the mountains, and the gardens here. We saw a pool at the breakfast area. Well, here's another pool right on top of that pool. Also a great place to sit down and have a drink and watch the sunset. Getting a bit of a workout before breakfast. Oh, there's some peacocks here. Last but not the least, you'll ask us how much do we pay for these rooms? Well, good morning folks. It's a beautiful day here in Karon in Phuket. I just thought it'd be nice to take you on a walk around this property that we are staying in. This property is called the Pullman Phuket Karon Beach Resort, and we've been here for the last 3 days now. We're really enjoying our time here. So just to give you a bit of an orientation in terms of where we are in Phuket. As you know, Phuket is the largest island here in Thailand in the south. And we are in Karon, which is at one end of Phuket. That is Karon Beach right there. As you walk up, you then go towards Kata Beach and then beyond to Patong and things like that. We are enjoying our time here in our suite. You've already caught the suite in an earlier vlog. If you haven't caught that, do take a look. I'm going to link it below. Do catch all the vlogs in our Phuket series because it will give you a sense of what to expect. That's a do not disturb sack. What I really love about the property is the setting. So you have the sea out front and behind us are the mountains. And right on top there is the big Buddha. In fact, we visited the big Buddha yesterday and also the tiger park and also caught some elephants in the area. So look up that vlog as well. So this is a massive property. Just to give you a sense, there are about 600 plus rooms. But the good thing is that it's not all in one building. So you have multiple buildings. I think there are about 6 or 7 buildings. We are in one of them. So these buildings are scattered over 70 acres. So you're never really seeing a sea of people, a multitude of people at one time. The room number that we are in, should you want to explore that room, is 1148. And this is in Tower B on the 11th floor. Look at the view. Beautiful. The clouds, the mountains, and the gardens here. If you love being in the water, there are multiple pools here. There are 5 pools that you can soak in. One pool right there. I don't know if you can see that. There's one pool here at the coffee shop. So that of course is a lobby there where we checked in. This is a view of the facade of the tower that we are in. This is the OBC, the Ocean Beachside. There's a restaurant there where we had lunch the other day. And of course there's also an additional pool here. Oh, there's a fire show every Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. sundown. Also a great place to sit down and have a drink and watch the sunset. That there is the Andaman Lounge. Good place to just chill out over a drink. There's some live band that performs, and that is the lobby. And downstairs is the coffee shop sales where we have breakfast usually, overlooking one more pool. Because they have so many rooms and so many people, they have multiple breakfast venues. This is also a hotel that's popular with I guess conferences, incentives. So they have special arrangements for them. They have multiple lobbies, multiple reception areas. So you never really feel like you are in a sea of people anytime. If you fancy tennis, well, they have a couple of tennis courts there. They're also setting up pickleball courts. As you know, pickleball is a sport that's hugely popular these days. And that there is a spa overlooking the water body. We've had the opportunity to experience the spa and quite nice. So there are multiple lagoons across the property, which also lends its own charm. We saw a pool at the breakfast area. Well, here's another pool right on top of that pool. the shop in case you have forgotten your swimwear and things like that. We met someone here who also does live portraits. So you can pose for a portrait. I don't know if the dog was posing, but you can get portraits done if you'd like. Actually, I thought this would be a very quick walk, but I didn't realize that it's going to take some time. I'm also feeling hungry. So we'll probably expedite, we'll probably hurry things up a bit. Not in terms of the tour, but just in terms of the manner in which we're doing this tour. Swadika, Swadika. Very friendly staff, I must say. And I think that's the nature of the Thai people. They're very friendly, very warm, very genuine in their hospitality. I had a nice spin on these electric scooters yesterday. To expedite things, we're going to take a cycle. We're going to cycle around the property a bit. So you get a perspective of the buildings here. So that is the building that we are in. There's one building here, one building in front there, one building behind me. So that is basically the ocean, and that is a temple there. So this is also a great place to just walk around. I don't know if the footage on the Insta 360 is fine because it is a little shaky, but nonetheless. So that's another lagoon there, another pool there in the distance, another building with rooms, and of course the mountains beyond. Getting a bit of a workout before breakfast. Some water palms here, can make out by the roots that are above the water. There's another temple there. So out here in Phuket there are many Hindus. So the first temple that we saw is a Vishnu temple, and this is another temple. I don't know to which deity. When you're here you feel like you're in a typical rainforest. Doesn't feel like you're in a 5-star hotel. Beautiful. I love the manner in which the palm trees, the lawns, the greens are reflecting in the lagoon. It's not very apparent to the naked eye, but when you see it on the iPhone, the wonders of technology helps you see things that you otherwise would have missed. Cycling downhill is easy, but when you have to go uphill even a bit, that's when you realize. You can feel the Thailand weather in its heat and humidity. Of course, there are some of you who may say that you are staying in a suite. What are the normal rooms like? Well, I took a look at one of the rooms yesterday. Fairly large, spacious. Every room here has a view either of the pool or of the gardens or the lagoons. So you really feel like you're in nature. You only see the buildings from the outside, but when you're within your room, you don't really. Look at these lush meadows. Oh, there's some peacocks here. Ah, beautiful breeze, just what you need. That's a helpful signboard that tells me if I've been cycling, I've burned 24 calories, but I could do better if I was jogging. I would have burned 60 calories. But I think I would have burnt a bit more walking around the property before I hopped onto the cycle. The 750 mark. So the entire stretch from the main gate to the welcome lobby is about 1 kilometer. tells you the depth and expanse of this property. What's also appealing is that although it's lush and green, it isn't the sort that is overly landscaped or manicured. Everything seems very rustic and seems to fit right into the things that you would expect to find in Thailand and Phuket. So I don't know what these trees are called, but you get the drift. There we are, we've now crossed 1 kilometer. So past this is the main gate. So there are no cars allowed beyond this barricade. So all that you have here is a green area, barring the resort open coaches that ply every 5 minutes. So you can cycle, you can walk without having to worry about traffic of any sort. But there are also some duck here. Let's disturb the ducks too, for the purpose of footage for you guys. They have red markings around their eyes. I've never seen that before. Sometimes I feel I get too carried away in my descriptions. I describe everything like I'm describing food. I guess it's a habit. You'll see diverse nationalities here. Chinese, Koreans, Indians, Arabs, I even saw Israelis. So it's like a melting pot, different cultures, nationalities. And therefore even the food out here is the sort that caters accordingly. I was quite surprised with the dal tadka and the butter chicken that I tasted yesterday. Of course they make allowances, like there's no mustard oil that probably goes into the marinade of the chicken, because I guess that's too strong a flavor for some people. It was a fairly good butter chicken. Just step into the shade of... So this is another block which has its own lobby. So I'm told when they do large meetings, conferences, this is where people, they sort this out. So if you're an individual traveler, you'll never really see the multitudes of people that you typically associate in conferences and things like that. Kids paradise. So they also have multiple play areas for children out here. Of course, most kids love to spend time in the pool. I think many times the impression that we have of Thailand is that it's not very family friendly. We've gone around old Phuket town. We've seen families with children enjoying their time. It really depends on what you're looking for, right? If you're looking for clean, wholesome fun, well, you'll find that here. If you're looking for something else, well, you'll find that too. That's it for our tour. I'm going to head to the breakfast table where the boss must be waiting already. Can you hear the kids screaming in the background? We're having a great time under the waterfall in the pool. How was breakfast?
It was excellent. I had some good coffee and some fruits, an egg white omelette and some salad.
Yeah. Well, I need something cold and refreshing to begin my breakfast. Some fruit. Burnt a lot of energy, so therefore a treat in the form of that muffin. I think I'll have some cold coffee. It's too hot to have a hot coffee. Well, that's it for our tour of the Pullman Phuket Karon Beach Resort. I hope you enjoyed it. I think this is a great place if you're coming with family, if you're a couple. I think you'll have a great time. Last but not the least, you'll ask us how much do we pay for these rooms? Well, we're currently in off season. So typically a standard room, and you've seen visuals of that in this video already, would be somewhere in the region of about 5,000 or 6,000 rupees a night, I think including breakfast. The suite that we've been upgraded to, well, that's roughly about 14,000-15,000 rupees a night, currently in July in off season. During season time things, of course, the prices multiply, that is I think post November, etc. But that's the price currently. So I think it's a great place, offers terrific value. So if you're making holiday plans, check out Phuket, and if you are making plans to visit Phuket, do check out the Pullman Karon Beach Resort here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.